Hey guys, today I am here with Ethan K, my vocalist, and we're going to talk about our music video here in a sec. Hey guys. So this is Ethan K. He is our vocalist for my upcoming music video for a song you do not know yet and will not know for a while. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this music video and how impactful we think it is. And this is Ethan's first time being on a studio recording. How was that?
It's a very interesting experience because I am I do things live. So being able to do things over and over again is actually quite nice. Yeah. Because if you mess up on stage, then you get to live with it.
And what do you do live? So they know what you mean.
I do a lot of musical theater. I did that a lot in school, and I have done some outside of school. Not professionally, just, for practice.
Yeah.
But I would hope to do things professionally.
Yeah, so it's a little different being in a studio with two people in the room.
It was a lot different.
Yeah.
Because I'm also talking to an inanimate object. So.
That's true. You're used to having a whole audience to work off of. That's true. I didn't think about that. Also, it's like 200 degrees in there, so it was bad.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, we have to turn off the air conditioner because it's loud and we can't have it recording, right? We don't want it in the song, obviously, unless we want it
just in there.
Just in there. So we have to turn it off, but it gets so hot with all the foam panels and the curtain and all the equipment in there. Yeah, we were
summertime.
Sweating. Yeah,
and
it's
good.
In the middle of the summer. And here in Utah, it's a desert. So it was hot. It was very hot.
Also have a lot of fires. So that's fun. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, so do you want to talk about how you think this will impact the people?
Well, I'm mostly hoping that it will just send a message out that it's okay to be whoever you want to be, and just for you to be yourself and not be able to do what you want to do with life and to want to be able to do what you want to do with life.
Yeah.
Hard for me to say.
I'd say this is a very good message for me. I know a lot of you know that at the end of the videos, I always say, help others progress every day. And that's kind of my message here on my channel. And this video is really about loving yourself for who you are, and that if we all work together and we all love each other, we can all make a great society. We can all do it together and stand proud of ourselves. And so we actually brought in about, would you say, 14 to 15 different minority groups into this video, and it was phenomenal. Me being the director, I was the director of this whole thing, and so I was a little worried. I was like, what if they don't show up? What if they don't come? But they all came through, and they were amazing. We have this very beautiful, we actually had a deaf girl come in, and she...
Such a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, she was such a sweetheart. And she signed this whole, part that they're doing, and it was just beautiful.
I was sitting there watching it, and obviously from behind the camera, and I started to tear up.
Yeah.
I thought it was just such a great and powerful moment to be able to see that and and just feel what she's signing and what she knows as her language.
Yeah.
And she's just being herself. And she's not ashamed of that. And I thought that was just a really powerful moment. And I loved it.
I love it too. So, real quick, I just want to mention, we're going to have our daily poll here. So, me and Ethan's favorite musical, which is probably everybody's movie musical, is The Greatest Showman. So
good.
For hence of argument, is your favorite song A Million Dreams? Is it This Is Me? Or is it Never Enough? So go ahead, love, or laugh. 3 of my favorite things. Go ahead and talk about which one you like the most, and I'll tell you what my favorite one is at the end. Do you have a favorite one?
I do.
Okay.
It's that one.
They can see it.
Yeah, and I pointed at it.
You like A Million Dreams? Why do you like that one?
I just love the way it sounds. And also just watching it in the movie, how he goes from this little kid that's like, you know, doing the best he can, to, you know, live. Because, you know, he just lost his father.
Yeah.
And he's saying, he's like, well, I have this dream of someone who I want to be. And I'm going to do everything I can to accomplish that. And he did. He did that, not in a way he expected, because he got a family. He got a loving wife and 2 loving daughters. And he accomplished his dream. Yeah,
and I love that she comes into the song and is like, I love this man despite his...
Despite that we don't have a lot, I still love you for who you are.
Yeah, and I love that. And it's just, like, to the father and everything, he's like, don't tell me no. You'll think otherwise of me. And yeah, I love that.
And also, just, like, in the song, he talks to his daughter, well, in the reprise, he talks to his daughters, and he is just so supportive. Like, even though we don't have much, like, you know, you can still be whatever you want to be, and I'm gonna, you know, you can make a wish, and I will make it come true somehow.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of hard for me. I'll just say my favorite one along here. So I obviously love all of these and listen to them in the car all the time. But I think musically, I have one that's politically I like, and then I have one that's musically. I think musically, I really love Never Enough, just because, is her name Lauren Allen?
Lauren Allred.
Lauren Allred. I'm like trying to think back to my music player and what it said. She just has a phenomenal voice. Like, oh my goodness. And I think it's just like the most beautiful song. And I'm like, man, I wish I could do that.
It's a very powerful.
You know, I pretend in the car that I can do that, but I can't do that. Yeah, don't we all do that? We sit in the car like, oh, I can be an opera singer. Whatever.
That's why we like play it so loud that we can't hear ourselves.
We drown ourselves out.
Yeah.
And we're like, look how beautiful I can sing.
I can sing this so well. I sound exactly like them.
I know, exactly. And politically, I think I like This Is Me, My Love, here.
Just every time I watch the movie, every time that song comes on, I'm crying within the first 30 seconds.
No, and Kiala Settles, though, girl.
My queen.
Girl! I love that song politically, because it's like all of these different types of people. There's like a bearded woman and a tattooed man and this trapeze artist that are black, and like all these different types of people coming together, and they're like, you know, this is me, this is what we're doing, and it's just so impactful every time I see that scene. Or if you guys haven't seen it yet, there's a part they recorded when Kiala Settles finally comes out from behind the stand in rehearsal, and Hugh Jackman and all those important people are sitting over here, and the choir, like all the other people are sitting over there, and Kiala Settles is just like a small town like playgirl from Utah.
Fun fact, she graduated from SUU.
Utah girls. But she's behind the stand. She's just like so unsure of herself, you know, because she's a little bigger than some women, and I think bigger women are more beautiful, just saying. But but she's just not sure of herself, and then happened to record the moment that she finally stepped out of her shell and like bursted through and started singing it. And it's like one of my favorite videos. I cry every time because she's like holding Hugh Jackman's hand and she's finally belting out, and everybody is crying, just like the viewers, and it's so beautiful. Have you seen that video?
I have. You showed it to me.
Yeah. I've shared that video to a lot of people because I think it's amazing.
Just because, like, especially when it first came out. Like, I remember you showed it to me, like, when the movie first came out.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, yes, I'm crying.
We were on that Kiala Settles high, and so we were just, you know.
Because I love Kiala Settle. Like, I know her not from Just the Greatest Showman. Like, she was also, oh, I can't remember her name. She was someone in Waitress, and I love, it's a musical, by the way. All music was written by Sarah Bareilles.
I hope you know what Waitress is.
But she was one of the main leads in that musical. She did so well. Just
That's
because,
good.
and like, it's just seeing two different acting styles from her. Because in Waitress, she's a bit more of a comical character, and obviously in The Greatest Showman, she's more of a, you know, dramatic actress.
Dramatic, yeah.
And she did so well.
Both.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've never seen Waitress, but I have listened to all the music, and it's so good. If you haven't listened to it,
precedes her. Like, that's known as one of the best musicals on Broadway right now. I would say. I mean, besides
it has been. I mean, it survived Hamilton.
Yeah.
So basically, any musical that survived Hamilton is a good musical.
Yeah. There were those eek ones like SpongeBob the musical.
That actually did surprisingly well.
Did it?
It's closing soon because they have to remodel the theater.
I was like, there was this thing on there, and it was like SpongeBob the musical on Broadway. I was like, Broadway, you've hit a new low. I don't know.
Oh, there's a new low. They're making King Kong the musical in 2019.
I don't know how that would work on stage. A giant monkey.
It would be interesting to watch, nonetheless.
Broadway, I love you. Don't doubt me. But like, anyway, let's move on to our musical. We have this Greatest Showman. Not our musical. Our music video. We've got this Greatest Showman theme going on. Do with that as you will. If you want to guess what I'm doing for my music video, so I'm not going to stop you from guessing. But anyway, I just want to talk about a little bit about the different types of minorities we had in here. Do you want to talk about that?
Well,
what was one of your favorite groups that came?
Well, obviously I loved all the groups, but I had a really close relationship.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we have this black girl whose name is Mariah, and she has been my best friend since 2015 because we met in a show called Footloose. We met in a show we did with Footloose, and then she came to Riverton, and then we just started doing a bunch of shows, like everything we could together. And when you were talking to me about this music video, she's like, "Well, you said, well, I don't know very many like minorities love like African Americans or whatever." So it's like, "Oh, well, I'll ask Mariah," and she was more than happy to do it, and she did a great job. And
which I'm glad, because when I was a yearbook photographer, she happened to be my editor for that year, and it was just like phenomenal to work with her. And she came in this like beautiful like African headwear and beads.
She's gorgeous.
She walked in and everyone thought she was like one of my like famous producers or like one of the like the owner of the studio, and I was like, no, that is our girl. She's beautiful.
That's my best friend. She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to see her. One of my favorite moments of the video is I got one of my transgender friends to come into the video, and if you've been in the LGBT community, you know transgender people are a little shy and quiet, hidden back because they're not too sure about themselves when they're first coming out. Not later, but when they're first starting to come out. And he just barely got his chest surgery. And so he wasn't too sure about himself, and then he just finally got into this like mode, and he's like, okay. Then he asked if he could show his scars. And it was like one of these beautiful moments. Everyone was just there, and he just lifted up his shirt, and he was so proud of himself. And just these, like, they were like perfectly like arranged scars, and I was like, yeah, that's who you are. And he just like came out of his shell, and it was so beautiful, and I loved it. We also had this cute little Down syndrome girl that came, and she was the cutest thing ever.
She was so cute. I sadly didn't get to talk to her very much because I'm a naturally shy person.
Yeah.
But just watching her from a distance, you could tell that she really she loved who she was, and it was so adorable.
I know, it was so. And she kept saying, this lesbian couple that brought her kept saying that she kept saying she was gonna be a rock star, and I was like, honey, you are gonna be a rock star, because
you fulfill your dream.
You fulfill that dream, and I loved her. She was so adorable. Then we had the director of Equality Utah come, our big, powerful gay guy. He was phenomenal too, I think. He's so used to being in like music videos and all these important things. He was just taking a nap in the studio. Casually against the green screen. And then we're like, Troy Williams, he's like, oh. And then he goes up and just puts on his beautiful face and like rocked it and was like dancing around, being proud of who he was. Oh, he was having a good time.
Also, watch out for his shoes. Everyone loved his shoes.
His shoes. He's like, can you see my shoes? Like, are they great?
Girl.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. I had some of my very best friends come in the video. Ethan I've known since we were 9 years old, and I'm almost 19, so there you go.
I turned 18.
He just turned 18 a couple weeks ago, so wish him a happy birthday in the comments. Yeah, on
Appreciate
the
it.
third, so it was quite
That
a while
was my
ago.
birthday.
Yeah, it was in the middle of production for this video also. So
What a good birthday present.
I know. There you go. Here's a song for you.
That I could sing.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. I could do what I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so the music video was filmed at Studio 1005, which, if you don't know, is down in Salt Lake City. It's a 5-time Emmy Award-winning studio, as I'm told. And it's phenomenal. It's like one of the best studios. And this
It
is
looked really pretty. I mean,
It was
to be fair,
amazing.
that was the only studio I've ever been in, but it looked really pretty.
This is kind of a studio. Sort of.
This was a cabin.
I call this a cabin mansion.
Fair enough.
But this is my very first fully produced To the Brink music video. I know in the past I've done little music videos in the garage with barely any like lighting, and we're in a space that was echoey. But now this time it's like fully produced.
Legit.
It's legit. And I love it, and I'm so excited. It made both of our moms cry when
Oh,
she
yeah.
heard the song. So I'm not saying you should cry, but just saying.
You might.
You might cry. I mean, I cried.
I mean, I didn't because, you know, I just don't like hearing myself sing. So I was like,
Can we just talk about Bella's like little attitude during the video too?
Oh my.
She was like, I don't want to do this, but I want to do this. And I'm like, Bella, it's your turn. She's like, mm-mm.
And then she just went up and did it, and she's like, am I done?
She's like this sassy Colombian, and I
And it's
love
just
her.
as soon as you put her in front of a camera, she's like, nope, I'm out.
I know, but then she did it for me because she loves me. But
Thanks, Bella.
my
I know you're out
bestie.
there.
We love you. But otherwise, my darlings, if you were watching this video, if you were in my video, I'm hoping to finish the video sometime, not next week, but the week after. So expect the video to come out in about a week to 2 weeks, either on a Sunday or Tuesday. One of those days, okay? Crossing my
I
fingers.
want to see it.
I know. I'm excited. Hopefully. This is a beautiful array of rainbow. Did we leave anybody out? Did we talk about most people?
I think
Talk
we
about
did.
my friend Haley.
Oh, we gotta talk about Kylie.
Yeah. I don't know if she wants people to know that. My best friend she's only been my best friend in high school, but we had 5 out of the 8 classes with each other for 2 years. And so we became obviously very close for that. But she is having a baby, a little boy, and I'm so excited. He's due in December.
I'm so excited.
You're
I'm
gonna
so.
be a phenomenal uncle.
Oh yes.
And I'm going to be this sassy aunt that teaches him these funny things. I'm like, go do that to your mom, and I'm going to laugh.
Do this for me because I'll find it funny.
Yeah. She was in the video because she's 19 and having a baby. So we figured teen pregnancy, single mom. And so she did phenomenal. She looked beautiful.
Oh, she looked absolutely
She
gorgeous.
was amazing.
And what's truly astonishing is that she flipped her entire life around.
Yeah, she did. She
She
had a rough patch, and then she just totally flipped it over and is going to raise this
As soon as she found
baby.
out she was pregnant, she
Changed.
She changed her everything basically.
Her
and
entire life. It's-
Yeah, and like I honestly couldn't be like more proud.
I am so proud of that girl because I was really, really worried for her for a while. Then
Mhm.
she just came out of her shell and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna raise this baby. And I was like, I am proud of you.
And my my mom's boyfriend knows her dad because they used to be mission companions. So then one time we went over for dinner, and me and Kylie were just chatting, and then all of a sudden I found out it's like, you know, she is going through like this whole thing, and she ran away from home and all this stuff. So I'm just like, no,
she
baby.
She definitely had to hit rock bottom, sadly, before she came back up. But she really came back up,
That's
and
what
I'm
it
so
takes.
proud of her.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, and she has a solid job that she's gonna raise this baby with, and sadly I don't see her that much because it's really hard to get all that together and raise enough money to raise a child. Like, that's a lot of work.
And plus, just like, and having to do all this work, plus being on top of pregnancy, you know, you will get all the sicknesses and all the
Throwing up all the time.
and tired and just always.
I know. I'm like, girl. And I'm like, if you
You're
need
stronger
a
than I
day
am.
after you have this baby, I will take him. He's my nephew now. I will take him. It's
We
okay.
just declared that.
We just declared that.
Yeah,
We'll take
it's
him
like-
on a bounce house.
There you go.
There you go.
We'll just take him. We'll
We'll take him to meet famous people that we don't know.
Yes, we'll take him to the movies and be like, huh, I pretend to know that
Be
famous
like,
person.
Kiara Settles, will you hold my baby? It's not mine, but it's okay.
You hold my friend's baby. This is my godchild. Will you hold them?
See, godchild. You're my godchild. Anyway, I think we didn't address Haley either. We call her the meme queen of our group. That girl, she is amazing. She's just like, here's this meme, and it's really funny. You need to watch it. I'm like, okay. And it's
There is not a meme that she doesn't know.
Yeah. If you name the most random meme by this one single person across the country, she'll be like, oh yeah, I know that meme.
It also kind of sucks when I send memes to her and she's like, I've seen it already. I'm just like, gosh dang it, Haley.
You gotta play up the meme card. And she met like a meme king. He like created the, what meme was it? Dang it, I know what meme it was. It was a famous meme and he created it and she almost cried because she loved that meme.
Oh, good for her.
I think it was the one like where the girl was confused with all the math or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
I know
Though.
what
Don't
you're
take
talking
my
about.
word. I'm not sure if it was that one. But
But
I
if it
knew
was,
it,
that
and
is a
I don't
good
like
meme.
memes that much, and I knew it, so I was like, oh, this guy is famous.
Mm-hmm. For his meme.
Exactly. And can I just say thank you to my mom, my mama bear. She literally helped me so much. She came to the studio, the music studio, to produce the song. She came to the video shoot to amp us up and make us happy. She played the video. She shared the video. She helped me create everything. And yeah, I just love you, Mom. You're amazing. And I could not have done it without you.
She's basically my second mom because I've known her, well,
10 years almost.
yeah, it's not around there. I've known her for a very long time, so she is basically my second mom. And
yeah, I love you, Mom. You're great.
we love you. Thank you for everything.
I think we covered everybody. Did we cover everybody in the video?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did we talk? Well, we didn't really cover like the lesbian couple.
Oh, Kat and Bianca, I love you.
They're adorable.
They're adorable.
You were cute.
Everybody,
Stay married.
as soon as they
forever.
left, everybody was like, that is the cutest couple I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like,
I also
right?
remember first meeting you, just like first night after you were recording, we went to visit your mom
Oh
at work,
yeah,
and I was
we
like,
always go and
wow,
visit
you're
my
adorable.
Mom. She's my mom's coworker. She's great. That was my first time I met her wife too.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun fact.
she was great. We share our love for Timberlands. So my
That I
very
can't
$180. I can't tell you what song. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Did we cover everything?
I think so.
All right. Well, expect the video about a week to 2 weeks from now. I will have a video release party, which everybody that was in the video or helped with the video in any way is welcome. And that is it for me. Remember to help others
Screwing up
progress
your own
every day.
catchphrase.
And thanks for coming, Ethan.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.